Yes.
So I'm in conversation with Jigna Vora, and we all know her through the web series Scoop, but then she's part of the fraternity that I'm part of too. So it's lovely to know a journalist who has been through quite a bit of, a real part of life, which none of us easily go through, and lived to survive survived and lived to tell the tale and evolved over it. And first of all, tell me about the painting behind you.
Yeah, that's 1,000 petals, lotus petals.
Okay.
What we call it's your Sahasra Chakra. Once you reach your journey, once you start your spiritual journey from your 7 chakras, from Muladhara Chakra to here. So once you reach this stage, then this is the experience of bliss you have. It's 1,000 petals lotus. So these are 1,000 petals. Om in the middle. That's the feeling you will get it once you reach at that stage.
Oh my God. And the fact that you've been through all these journeys to reach where you are. First of all, I want to know, you are a Dubai girl. That many people don't know.
Yes, I'm today afternoon I was talking with someone from Dubai. So she just connected with me for taking a consultancy. So I also told her, and I was just sharing my childhood memories with Dubai. I was in Indian school.
Which year was this? Tell me. I think a lot of people might be classmates of yours.
It was in somewhere around 76, 77, 1976, 1977.
Okay.
And my dad was a very, well-known personality in Dubai. We were a member of Indian sports clubs just next to Indian school. I've learned my swimming there. And I'm a good swimmer. My height is 5'8", so maybe thanks to Indian Sports Club swimming pool. And my dad was a snooker champion of UAE.
Okay.
So my childhood, yes, I've seen Dubai growing of 70s, 80s, 90s. And my last visit to Dubai was in 2008.
Okay, how interesting. We don't know this part. I mean, it's interesting to know that Dubai, you're a Dubai girl and you know all the spots of Dubai then. You would probably...
Yeah, we used to usually stay at Old Dubai, typical Dera, Oot Bazaar. And we used to travel because that was also a struggling period for my dad. So we used to travel in Abra. I still remember at that time there was only 25 fields. Then it became
1 dirham. Now it's 1 dirham.
Yeah, but still it is 1 dirham. So I have seen till 1998. Even in 2008, I think it was 50 fields. I'm not sure, but 98 tak to 50 fields tha. Dubai Creek. There was hardly any places to visit. So when I came in 2008, there was Lemsey Mall.
Yes, Lemsey.
And still Dubai Mall was not there. Metro was not started.
2009 mein hua.
I've seen Dubai literally growing. 70s, like I'm born in 1974. My dad was there since 1964.
I'm 74 born too.
Oh, wow. So we are of same age.
Yes. It's so nice to hear. And also, who can forget your incredible journey to what you are today? And the fact that, a lot of it is the book. And I'm sure a lot of book is not in the series. So,
yes. I would want your viewers, including you, to read book.
Yeah.
Because Scoop is an adaptation of my book.
Right.
So, as you rightly said, many things are not in Scoop. And what are there, they are not in book. Yes.
So tell me about the book first, because the book, that is your real story. And then, of course, there'll be an adaptation to screen. But tell me about the characters which are not, or probably changed in the series.
Yeah. So actually, I should first tell you why I wrote a book.
Yeah, right.
So after coming out on bail, there was a struggle for survival. And before that, there was one thing what was necessary for me was to heal myself.
Right.
That was very important.
Right.
And simultaneously, I wanted many answers that why me? When something bad happens to you, at that time only you realize why me. Right. When everything is going good, nobody will look at why me. Right. So I was searching for that answers, and that's how I started my spiritual journey. And I got answers.
Right.
And then after judgment, I thought, as I was acquitted, had I been convicted, nobody would be interested in me. I know that. And I thought I will write book, because book for me was a healing process.
Yeah.
And being a writer, it's a passion.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I learned tarot card and astrology and everything, but writing is a passion. I know, I'm sure you must be also, you will be able to relate to this very well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We do.
So I started writing basically for a healing therapy. So
Hmm.
once I write, that's how the therapy works, that you tend to forget many things. And
Hmm.
really, it happened with me. I
Yeah.
had, see, my family, as you see in school, my family, they were old people. So they never asked me what happened to you in jail,
Hmm.
because that would have given them pain. And
Yeah.
I never shared with them.
Right.
Because now already so much of trauma had happened, then
Right.
there was no point in telling me. But whom will I go, and went out?
Right.
Boyfriend had already deserted, so there was no scope of getting then into a relationship. Who would like to be in a relationship with a person who is supposed to be associated with underworld?
Yeah.
So that's how writing book happened. And the
Hmm.
characters in the book are very real characters.
Right.
They are not adaptation of anyone, and they are like I have lived with them for 9 months.
Hmm.
वो बोलते हैं ना, वही मेरी दुनिया हो गई.
Hmm.
And they accepted me without judgment,
Absolutely.
being judgmental.
Hmm. The
Outside,
character. Hmm.
yes, people outside judge you. अरे ये तो murderer है, अरे she has underworld connection. अरे she was so close to XYZ, IPS. Why this happened?
Hmm.
But in jail, nobody questioned me about anything.
Hmm.
They accepted.
Hmm.
And ultimately, once you get in that environment, you start looking for backstories.
Right.
You also don't want to judge people.
Hmm.
As a reporter, you, me, everybody has judged everyone. Kuch bhi incident hota hai, we judge people. But over there, I learned to drop being judgmental.
Went on the other
So,
side. Yeah. Hmm.
yes, when you are on the other side, when you are facing the hard truth and reality, you start if somebody has done something, some illegal act, antisocial act, you don't just first of all judge, Are, she did this. You sit with her, you talk with her, तो तूने ये क्यों किया? So तेरे से हो गई ना गलती, ठीक है, चल, let us think that ये तेरे से गलती हुई. Why did you do this? And every person, Manju, has their own backstories, which we don't know. And that backstories force them to take certain steps in life.
Right. So you
And
become more
that's where,
compassionate, right? The empathy
yes,
increases.
yes, your outlook changes towards people.
Right.
You feel, yes, compassion, kindness. You become wiser. You start thinking in a broader perspective. आपकी सोच बड़ी हो जाएगी. You won't, just think this way.
Right.
You see other people's side. You want to listen, and everybody wants to listen to you.
And they want to be heard. Most people want.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. There is nobody. I was very fortunate that my family was there with me. But no, people are not so fortunate. किसको जाके बोलेंगे? So this I all wrote in a book, character-wise, that there is a spider woman. What she had gone through in life, I wrote about that. Why she became what she is now. Sapna. She's a very famous girl in Mumbai, living in so-called slums. And the jail became her second home. And she had a child whose vision was not, she had a blurred vision. So she used to do this chori and robbery and all because of her daughter. क्योंकि उसको उसकी eye का operation कराना.
Actual stories. Stories.
Yes, yes. Then there was another female, Suman Soni, whom उसका बताया गया है scoop में, how she was, treated by mother-in-law because she was from UP and she couldn't bear a child. तो उसको बांझ बांझ करके कैसा उसकी मदर इन लॉ शी यूज्ड टू टेल मी दैट दीदी सब लोग मुझे पागल बोल रहे हैं यहाँ पे बट मैं ऐसी क्यों हूँ. Then she used to tell me that her mother-in-law used to put iron rod inside her vagina.
Oh my God.
And husband used to laugh.
Oh.
And husband died. After husband died, mother-in-law's torture continued. And one fine day, she lost her patience and she just hit her mother-in-law.
Mm.
What would she do?
Mm.
And in jail, other inmates proved that she is mental and she was shifted to asylum. I felt so helpless. We are not able to do anything.
Yeah.
So there are such kind of characters in book.
Okay. Okay. Also, the fact the editor's character is also differently portrayed, right? Is what you
Whose character?
The editor.
Okay. Yes. Editor. Yes. Imran. Yes.
Yeah. Imran's character is also portrayed slightly differently.
Yes. Not slightly. It's a cinematic liberty they have taken.
Okay.
Let us be very diplomatic. I have learned to be diplomatic.
Use the right words. Allegedly written that way.
You should never hurt. I have learned, Manju, that people have backstabbed me, cheated me, hurted me. उसका कुछ वैल्यू नहीं है, but I should not hurt anyone.
Right. आपकी तरह से नहीं होना चाहिए. I completely agree. Also, the fact that the junior girl, the reporter, is also the character. It is such an important character in the whole scenario because it talks about the climber, the blind ambition, and we all of us at different stages of our lives have in the profession that we are in have encountered that character. Yes. That one character who has no scruples. Yeah, no ethics. No ethics. But wants to get ahead.
See, I'm still getting goosebumps.
Yeah.
But to be frank, she's a fictional character.
Right. I would think so. But that character exists in many people together.
Yes. People were able to relate to that character because they had such characters in their life.
Yes, and they probably manifest सबके दिमाग के मिला के उसका एक character बना. Like it is. Yes. There are these elements. Also the fact that ये सारे process के बाद आपने spirituality को you held on to spirituality, which is also become a profession now that you know have taken up. So tell me about that because self-healing and now healing others. It's a fantastic role that you have.
Yes, Manju, it was a transition basically. And karma. I think so. Whatever has happened to me, I don't want to blame anyone. And I seriously, even today, 12 years down the line, I really don't know and I mean it. That who did what. And now I don't want to know also. I have been telling this in all the interviews because by knowing, I will increase, my karmas and bondages.
Right.
Now in this 12 years, I evolved myself to some extent. Still the journey is long. I tried to heal myself and 80% I have healed. Still there is 20% which is unhealed part of me. And that I think will remain forever.
Yeah.
Because it's not about just one incident. There are many things in our life. Yes. And we can forgive. I learned about forgiveness.
Right.
And even today, one has to, irrespective of what has happened in your life, I would really want people to learn this forgiveness exercise and they have to do every
day.
But not every day, every breath, what you take.
Oh, okay.
You inhale and when you exhale out, you have to forgive people. Knowingly or unknowingly, you have to seek forgiveness. If I don't know whether I must have hurt you in some way or the other by my talk, my thoughts, I must have thought, अरे मंजू के साथ तो ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. I have to seek forgiveness for that also.
Because we have aggression in our mind, right?
Yes.
We have to fight that aggression which causes that anger.
There is, yes, your blood cells are very active. You should know this. How you think your blood cells act accordingly first with you.
Then it
Forget
goes.
about others. Yes. See, if you are full of love yourself, then only you will able to give love. आपके पास जो होगा वो ही दोगे ना.
You're right. Right.
Yes, and then you expect people should love you. How? Why will they love you? What are you full of? You are full of anger. You are full of greed. You are full of all the vices, and you still expect people to love you. ऐसा नहीं होता है ना. There is no one-way traffic.
Yeah, the vessel has to be ready, no, for the be filled with.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the spiritual journey has been really beautiful. My faith, I believe one has to, there has to be three things which are very important. Acceptance. Accept the situation. I know I'm in jail. कुछ नहीं कर सकती हूँ मैं. But वो acceptance आने में मुझे काफी time लगा. So I want people, now I go for a talk. People call me for a leadership talk, mentorship talk. And I feel good that at least जो मैं at the age of 37 सीखी, at least now youngsters should do it now. Accept your situation. Just okay, ठीक है. Corporate में भी ये है situation. Surrender. It's up to you whom you want to surrender. You can surrender to God. You surrender to some supreme power. You surrender to your parents, your families, your boyfriend, whoever you feel. But surrender. Drop your ego, which is very important. Very important. And faith. Hold on. It's just matter of time.
Yeah, things move.
Apna time aayega. Yes. So why people are able to relate to this dialogue, apna time aayega, क्योंकि ये सच है, आएगा. Just matter of time. And that time is the testing time for you.
Yeah, you can't decide. It happens on its own.
You have to hold on. Now I accepted, it took me time. I surrendered to God. I've written in my book. I used to chant like 300, 400 times Hanuman Chalisa in jail. Just now when you called, I just switched off Hanuman Chalisa 24 hours. मेरे घर में वो record चलती रहती. And subconsciously also, my mind is, yes.
I agree.
So you surrender to anyone whom you like, whom you trust.
But the courage to also understand कि मुझे ये चाहिए. You know, a lot of people are so mired in their situation कि वो भूल जाते हैं कि even a small thought of getting out of this situation can pull you to another level. So, that spark.
Maybe, as I told you, also I believe in karma, and it could have happened, see, with me two ways. I would have become very rebellious. Because if you have read my book, I have written, I had got an offer for being a part of prostitution. In jail. Somebody offered me to, become a call girl. So it was easy for me to come out and do that. I could have gone through that, you never know. But maybe that our belief, our sanskars, what we say, family ethics.
That side.
Yes. And financial, yes. So this all makes, and that somewhere down the line, it's an easy route, but it's not for a long term. That lady, she offered me 1 week of 1 lakh. I've written in my book. It could have been a tempting, एक बार jail का offer, and that day I listened to her. जब उसने मुझे बोला, next day morning I went to her barrack, which was barrack number 5, mine was barrack number 2, and I told her, Auntie, good you offered me, I really appreciate it, and she was good too. So I had a conversation with her in Gujarati. You also know Gujarati. So these are for our YouTube viewers also. I told them, સારું છે તમે મને આ offer આપી, મને સારું લાગ્યું, પણ આંટી તમે મને કયો, કોઈ politician and actors, will they sleep with me? Jigna Vora, underworld girl, who will sleep with me? So this is a bad proposal. But whole night I couldn't sleep.
But you had the guts to tell her what you had to tell her. That is the courage.
Yeah, I thought, मैं क्या बोलूँगी उसको, कुछ तो बोलना पड़ेगा मुझे, because this has come to my character.
And you have to also guard your space with her. She can't turn against you.
Yeah,
And
she
you live
cannot
there.
just, yeah.
You have to live
Yeah.
there. So yeah.
Everybody should know their boundaries.
Yeah.
You cannot cross that, whatever situation you are in.
Yeah. True.
I could have, तो मैंने मतलब इतलू courage लઈને मैंने कीधु, whole night I didn't sleep. I just was trying to figure out how I will tell. Will I be able to tell? Because that time Jigna Vora was a different. She was not of 2008, 9 and 10. She was of present 2011, a timid girl, sort of a lady sitting in corner of one, in jail in one corner and crying and all. So yes, but I did tell her this, which today I laugh at, no doubt.
But it's amazing.
But at that time it was not anything.
No, but
yeah, that time
there is courage. Also the fact that sometimes your upbringing, the way you are raised, these are the tools that come in front of you that you fight with when you are in crisis.
Yeah. I'm very thankful to my grandparents, like my Nana, Nani, my Chacha, Chachi, and Mama, and everyone. The way, as I told you, I'm a Dubai girl, but my parents used to stay there, and after I think 77, 1 year I was there in Dubai, but at that time English, Arabic was compulsory, like how we in Bombay have Marathi.
Abhi bhi compulsory.
So my dad was not having that much fees to keep money to give it as a fees for tuitions. And at that time, girls के लिए थोड़ा risky भी था. So I was sparkled here. I used to stay with my chacha, chachi and all. So in a joint family. So I have been brought up in a very environment.
Sheltered.
Yes, with lot of ethics, and we used to chant, slokas every night before sleeping and all. If you come to my home anytime in Mumbai, you will see Krishna all over there. My son teases, "Apna ghar ek mandir hai." Mela, "Haan, apna ghar ek mandir hai." But this is what it is. It's what really helped me. Not helped me is a wrong word. This all energies, they sailed me through. Yeah, they sailed me through.
Yeah, wow. So now when you read tarot cards and you see certain things that people should be warned about, how do you predict? What is that process now?
I'm still very upfront, like what I was during my recruiting days. I cannot. I have balanced my tongue and my mind, synchronized it. But जहाँ पे सच बोलना है ना, I will tell them, Baba, take care. There is something you have to be careful of in future. And ज़्यादातर लोगों को क्या problem है? 3 चीज: relationship, career,
health.
That's it.
Health.
But still, after pandemic, also, Manju, health is not priority.
Yeah. Mental health.
It's money, relationship, and career. ये 3 ही important.
हाँ जी, बिल्कुल. अभी क्या लिख रहे हो कि नहीं? अभी लिखना बंद कर दिया? अभी क्या करोगे? आगे लिख रहे हो? Book 2
I'm writing. Book 2 I started, but the experience of book 1 taught me not to go for book 2. So midway I have stopped, but I have cultivated that into a scripts.
Oh, wonderful.
So I have signed 2 scripts with 2 production house. So they have started pitching it, and it is a true-based story. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
So it is based on the same incident, or it is post-incident? What is it? It's going to be a continuation of what we saw in school?
No. It is about the characters which were there, and yeah. So, but what they are doing now? What is their life now, and how few characters they joined hand together and became a bigger criminals. So it's about that.
Okay, interesting. Also the fact that, tell me about meeting Hansal Mehta and this whole process of creating Scoop.
Well, I was not at all in touch with anyone, to be very frank.
Okay.
It was just in pandemic that Deepu Sebastian, he used to have conversation with me for hours, and he did research about it. Me. I never met anyone. I met Hansal sir and all cast during the last schedule of shoot,
Right.
which was near my home.
Hmm.
So I went and met them, and not much into the making of school.
Okay. Acha, is that your pet?
Yeah, yeah.
What is his or her name?
His name is Leo, and he's
Okay.
pug.
Oh, nice. So he's with you all the time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mary had a little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, so he's like, my son is now in US.
Oh, yes, yes, you told me. And he's
Yeah,
working,
so
and I mean, what a beautiful bond between the two of you. I mean, in Scoop, and I
yes.
also shared a small
No,
clip.
no. In reality, also, it is much more strong bond than what is shown in that,
Yeah.
because we both have been a pillar of strength for each other.
And a child being so
So
mature, and the fact that, you know, it's very hard, it touches your heart so much that,
yeah, I keep on telling that I feel guilty at some point of time that I was not able to give him that childhood which a normal child would have got it. But ठीक है, that's his karmas. I cannot help it.
But you're a
मतलब
hero. The fact is, the story is about how you survived. It's not about what you went through, right? The story is always about you emerged out of it.
But Manju, sorry to tell you this, you are a part of our fraternity. But why? You know, it required one web series
Yes,
to understand
you're
this.
completely right. You're totally right. It's
Why?
just the reach of, yeah, it needed that much. It need not have had. The impact would have been before that. Humanity
Yeah.
and the people and the love and the affection and the respect.
If my family can trust me, why my fraternity didn't?
Yeah.
So this is the difference between family and others,
Yes.
which today's generation should understand.
True. Yeah.
That ultimately it's just going to be your family who's going to be
Your closest.
You know,
And especially the ones that
will stand beside you.
Yeah. And the ones
in
who
your tough times.
and your own, like, I'm not talking about the married family, I'm talking about the one that your family,
Yes.
your mother, your
Yes.
father, your
Yeah.
your immediate family.
Yes. So this a new generation. Yes, peers are there, friends are there. I also had. It's nothing wrong. But जो हम लोग आज के जनरेशन अपने पेरेंट्स को निग्लेक्ट करते हो, we think that, oh, our parents are always wrong. No, it's not like that. Now I don't have my parents, my grandparents, parents, everybody are no more. So now I feel that vacuum, that I am alone. कोई है ही नहीं. You know?
Yeah.
So,
But maybe
yes,
that's why the world has opened up to you. Now you have a bigger family of people to share.
Yes. Yeah, I truly agree.
Yeah. And the kind of love and respect we have towards you, I think, as women, as journalists, as somebody who's seen through so much, and then we are inspired by you hugely. And there's so much love. I mean, just by listening to your story through the series, because many of us have not read the book, we would love to. I'd love to read the book. Is a story of courage. That's the only word I can, it comes up in bold. Courage and divine will, which also had your faith intact.
Yes.
The fact
I seriously, I feel somebody messaged me on Insta, DM'd me, unknown person, I don't know also. He messaged me that you have this series has some divine blessing, Miss Vora. And that's why it's so successful. See, I'm getting goosebumps. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, but it's true. It's true because somewhere there has to be balance. Suddenly something happens. It has
प्रकृति ना, nature, प्रकृति
always.
किसी को नहीं छोड़ती मंजू, किसी को नहीं छोड़ती. And nature, प्रकृति, supreme power, God, they will never do injustice to you. At that moment, I felt, why this happened with me? What wrong I have done? I could have disowned God totally. कि नहीं, भगवान है ही नहीं.
But it strengthened. It only added.
Yes. Yes, my faith has increased tenfold. I will, after this interview is like, recording is done, I would show you my home. I would like to show you my Devi, and you will see that's such a powerful image. I talk with her, and yesterday was Amavasya. I did puja, and I was like, I was just chatting, and I was just chatting with her as if I'm talking with my mother and my guru, and I just my eyes were full of tears. Yeah. So and I told, ठीक है, कर ले और भी परीक्षा, क्या कर लेगी तू इससे ज्यादा, But it's okay. Yes, she has been very kind to me.
But amazing story. And thank you so much for telling me all of this that
Yeah.
you're telling me. And I hope to
And
see
I
you
will,
in Dubai. Hope to see you in Dubai
yes,
for the Meta Film Festival. I've already invited you. We would love to have a
yeah.
session with you on stage, and probably you can talk about your Dubai memories in Dubai.
Oh yes, I would love to. My days in Meena Bazaar, and तभी तो वही था. All Faidi stationery. मुझे वो stationery shop बहुत अच्छा लगता था. पता नहीं मैं डैड को बोलती थी मुझे वहीं पे लेके जाओ.
You're a
पैसे तो
writer,
डैड.
no? You had that writing ka keeda
I was a 14-year-old girl, यार. और that eraser, Stedler का
colorful
eraser,
cheezein.
बहुत फैंसी लगता था. बॉम्बे में कभी कुछ मिलता नहीं था.
हाँ.
सो वहां से स्टेशनरी लेके जाना. और यहाँ पे इतने जॉइंट फैमिली में हम लोग थे ना, तो मेरी ग्रैंड माँ यूज्ड टू कट विद पेंसिल. तो एक का दो करके देती थी हमको. इरेजर भी स्टेपलर का कट करके देते थे. वो दिन देखे हैं.
How
तो
sweet.
ठीक है.
That's
So
beautiful.
I
I
have a
mean,
lot
these
of
are memories.
good memories of Dubai. Lot of good memories of all Mulbari joints, eating Mulbari parathas. And I miss Dubai a lot. I tell my son, I used to tell, तू जाके दुबई में ही सेटल हो. क्या मम्मा, तुझे दुबई में से बाहर ही नहीं निकलना है.
But nice, it's good to know. And next now when you come to Dubai, it is a different world. Of course, you'll find your
Yes,
Malakal parathas.
I
For
know.
sure, we'll go for a meal together. So we'll go to your
Done.
older places wherever you lived in the past.
Sindh Punjab and all.
Oh, Sindh
My
Punjab is
God.
there. It is still there. It is still there.
Yeah, but not Karama wala, huh? Bur Dubai wala.
हाँ. That is the first one, मेरे ख्याल से. No, the original.
I used to eat that time non-veg when I was kid.
अच्छा.
तो
तो
बटर
वो सब feel
उसका
था.
बटर चिकन, ऑरेंज कलर का बटर चिकन अभी भी टेस्ट है. These are very beautiful memories I have it.
Yeah.
But given a chance, I would still like to come and settle in Dubai. Okay. That son को बोला तू US रहे, मैं दुबई रहूंगी.
Oh, it's closer, no? It's closer.
Yeah.
वहाँ से.
Yeah.
Because my son is in the US too.
So where he is?
California, studying.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's studying. He is in Texas, Dallas.
Oh, okay, Texas. Okay, nice.
He's with Gaylord Marriott as a chef.
Oh, he's a chef. So, do you cook also?
I'm excellent cook myself.
That is why it's also come to him. Okay, fabulous.
In this 10 years, I used to make tiffin and sell that. So, बहुत आचार pickles बना के मैंने बेचे. So, this is how I survived for this 10 years.
Oh, wow. But
you must have heard undhiyu बनाती थी.
Oh, wow. Undhiyu is everybody's favorite. कौन winter में कौन undhiyu नहीं खाता?
Yeah, winter में December, January, February. That is like 12 Sundays. For 12 Sundays, I used to take order and 50 kgs undhiyu बनाती थी.
Oh my God. You're amazing. Apart from the fact that you're a fighter.
No.
And you also
Manju,
find ways to flow.
Yeah, it's not about amazing. It's about survival पे जब आती है तो कुछ लोग कुछ करना.
Survival ठीक है, but you tapped into your own best skills, right? आपकी skills आपने सारे बाहर निकाल के you just made
क्या
sure.
करें, कोई जॉब ही नहीं दे रहा था, क्या करें? There was, because there is a policy in HR that you don't hire a person who has a criminal record. So what will that person do? Tell me, क्या करेगा वो बंदा? I'm LLB, I'm MBA, I'm educated. It's not that I'm not educated. But I'm not getting.
ये series के बाद आपको writing offers आए?
नहीं, surprisingly देखो मीडिया अभी भी अभी करना नहीं है, लेकिन ये बात हो जाएगी अंगूर खट्टे हैं, बट सच में आए भी नहीं है और करना भी नहीं है. अभी
करना भी नहीं है.
I think I'm in a better space.
I know. मुझे पता है क्योंकि अभी media is also undergoing such a major overhaul कि लोग अब print journalists पहले से नहीं रहे. The world has changed. It has become different.
Yeah, it's okay, perfect. But I think I'm on a better space. और अभी मैंने इतना एस्ट्रोलॉजी और सब कर लिया ना, बिलीव मी, मेरी कुंडली में लिखा है, okay, that spiritual is my journey.
Yeah.
There are certain placements, Rahu or wo sab, that I was not supposed to go in media. That was not meant for me. But Manju, if I had gone to that, that means ये चीज होनी थी ना, मेरे कर्म काटने
टनल के थ्रू जाना था. You had to pass this tunnel.
Yes, so I have accepted it. So now I am happy. ठीक है, it's okay. Financially there is a, but okay. I never want to be a victim. I'm always a warrior. So I don't want to crib about that. ठीक है, भगवान भूखा तो नहीं सुलाता है. इनफैक्ट कभी डाइटिंग करना पड़ता है. So it's okay.
That's such a great line that you just said. कि भूखा तो नहीं रहना पड़ता. Voluntarily लोग भूखे रह रहे हैं. Taking away.
पैसे होने के बाद,
good food.
पैसे होने के बाद भी नहीं खा रहे.
And Gujarati food को resist करना easy नहीं है.
अरे मेरा डॉग लियो भी थेपला खाता है. Can you imagine? Can you think about this? Oh God, even he wants thepla and all that. क्या कुत्ता है ना मेरा.
You have spoiled him ना. आपने तो खिलाया उसको.
वो ये बात सही है. Now I cannot blame him. सब खाना है, ढोकला खाना है, थेपला खाना है, सब मिठाइयाँ खानी होती है, श्रीखंड खाना होता है, सब खाना. अभी जाके वो बात कर रहा है, he is sitting near fridge और उसको उसमें से चीज चाहिए. फिर भी वो जाके प्लीज ऐसे प्लीज अपने आप खुल के आएगा और बोलेगा ये.
Lovely talking to you.
Stress buster.
Thank you. Thank you so much for speaking to me. I think the time is almost done. But thank you very much. I will send you another link and then we can further. This is a recorded one. We'll do another. मैं थोड़ी देर में भेजती हूँ. Yeah.
No problem.
Thank you, and it is lovely.
Thank you, Manju. Thanks a lot. Thanks everyone for listening to me such a patiently.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, yeah, bye.